Guys, sorry about the scruffy appearance. It's late in the evening and this video is a bit off the cuff, but I wanted to show you a bit more about my jig. There's not much information about my door jig. It's a door jig that will hold your door in position whilst you hang your door. Let's get straight into it because I want to get home and I want to show you how this jig works. We've been fitting this wardrobe and one downstairs, and we use the jig for downstairs also, but this is a prime example right now of what these door jigs do for you. Basically, they're like little shoes that will screw into the side of your carcass. You've got two different types, one where it's a little bit taller. Okay, this is a stubby version. This will work alongside the drawer runner system and the cutout that I make and I designed to make these drawers work. So the stubby version will work with that and the drawer and the cutout, and the taller version you get the screw hidden because there will be a hinge here for the door. Okay, so we come up 100mm for the hinge center, whereas this one's small, so when you put your hinge here for your door, screw it on, you will see a hole. But if you can conceal it, then it doesn't really matter. The kit consists of two shoes. As you can see, they've been designed to work with inset, doors, and half overlay and full overlay, the whole shebang. As you can see here, it's dropped down. Okay, so if I take that off, that shoe there is 5mm below that line. So the carcass line is generally where we have our door finish. So what I've done is I've dropped that down 5mm just in case you're retrofitting some doors on an existing cabinet and you've got a bottom that is up and down, it's curvy, you need a bit more tolerance where the door needs to be dropped down in relation to other doors. So I've allowed for 5mm, and then you've got these little spaces here. You've got 5mm, 3mm and 1mm, so you can build it up to whatever size you like. You can have a 5mm, that builds it up to the level which I need right now, which is the underside of the bottom. Again, that is where I finish my door at the bottom. But for example, if I needed it a mil higher because I needed that to be in line with an existing door or something wasn't working out, I could put another packer on there. If I want inset doors where the door needs to be, is it within the carcass, then, I mean, I have got these at the moment, but new kit comes with 18mm spacers. So you will get an 18mm thick one of these little spacers that builds it up to that level. Okay, and then you can put a 3mm on top of that to give you a 3mm gap. Okay, so you'll have an 18mm one of these, and then you'll just put a 3mm on top of that, and effectively your door will have your 3mm gap that you need for your inset door. So yeah, that is the way that works. You just simply fix it in through the side there into your carcass. It's made up of really solid PETG on my 3D printer, and it's not going to go anywhere. It's very, very, very strong. It's not going to twist or warp on you as you load that door up. You can put a fat door on there, heavy door, any door you like. It's going to take the load. And yeah, it's perfect because as you can see here, for an inset, as you put your door in, it's going to want to kick in. So this is why I've allowed a little bit more of a space here. So when that door is on edge and you rest that door on your shoe, then you know you've got that tolerance. The kit comes with two of these shelf shoes, shelf spacers, shall we say. As you can see there, that is 5mm thick. So basically, I like the door to be 5mm away from the edge. Sorry about the filming, guys. It's late and it's a last minute video. I haven't got my kit. Anyway, so imagine that's your door going on edge. You need to fit that there. That is going to go like so. That gives you the 5mm gap between the carcass and the back edge of your door. This is what I like. So by the time you've screwed that on and you close your door, it gives you kind of like about a 3mm tolerance there at the back in between your carcass and the door when it's closed, which is great because when you close the doors up, we like to put these little 3mm grommets, these little rubber grommets, like so. They are about 2.5mm thick, 3mm, so it just gives you a little bit of leeway having that space. So that's already built into the shoe, 5mm there from that front edge to this point here, so that door would just butt up and sit in that shoe perfectly like that. And this shelf here is there to rest on any shelf that you might have, like so. And sod's law, we've got a bracket there for something that we're fitting at the top, a panel, so don't worry about that. But that usually slides over like so in the correct position, but I can't because I've got that bracket there. But it's going to sit on your shelf and give you the 5mm packer out that you need to match the bottom shoe. So yeah, talking about one-handed job, I can easily do it one-handed. I used to do it one-handed with packers. Back in the old day, it used to be just building up loads of spacers to get to the bottom of that. But then when you've got carpet, it messes you up. It sinks into the carpet and doesn't give you an exact line. Then your doors are up and down. You've got to adjust them and it pees you off. So yeah, this jig takes that away and it gives you a nice, solid, exact measurements every single time, wherever you need it. Just put whatever spacer that you're going to need into the shoe and that's job done. So once you have put the door in, I generally just have my drills ready to hand. Obviously this isn't a great example. Imagine I was doing this door, I'd have my drills here. I'd grab it, I'd rest it on my shoe, which would just be here. Then I just have my screw set up in my drill, just on the tip. I'd hold the door, flip the hinge, put that screw in. All I need to do is put one screw in, say, the third hinge up about that point, and that will hold my door for me to then go ahead and have my two hands back to be able to put all those screws in on all the hinges. But today, because Sean's around the corner, he's just loading the van up, I can just grab him to help me. He's going to hold that door in position at an exact 90-degree angle to the carcass for me. He's going to butt it up against that spacer, butt it up against that shelf spacer at the top, albeit that one will be a little bit twisted, but we'll make it work. And then I'll just flip the hinges over, and that is going to be the door in exactly the right height to allow you to fit those doors really easily, no faffing around. Again, works with my drawer system. Have a look at the way I've done this. I'll show you how exactly I make these drawers nice and flush and minimal wasted space. There's no big bulky boxing out. As you can see here, we've got one simple side panel. If you want to know how to do it, watch this video. And remember, these jigs work with that system also. Right, so I actually did that on my own. I don't have a tripod here, so I had to put the phone down. But as you can see, the door is just simply resting on that shoe at the bottom. I managed to get that spacer at the top just about. All I did was flip this one hinge over and put one screw in. Okay, I managed to do that on my own. There are no other screws in any hinges. That one's not flipped. That one's not flipped. That one's not flipped. So that one hinge or one screw in that one hinge will hold that door exactly where you need at the right height. So just don't forget to put the correct spacer there to build it up to whatever level that you want. So I'm going to go ahead and flip all these hinges over, and that is the beauty of this jig. I can just free my hands up and just allow me to do more work quicker and more accurately. I could just take this jig off now, don't need that anymore, and it will just fall away. There we go, it's just one screw there, going to be supplied in the kit also. So just take a tiny bit of the weight of your foot, like so, one-handed, and yeah, you can just go ahead and close that door up. And that should give you a nice line all the way down. You can see. Right, so Sean is here. As you can see, he's demonstrating. The door jig is in its position. There, it's holding the door nicely at the bottom. It's holding the door up against the packer there. The jig to create that 5mm. We've put all the screws in all the hinges while Sean's just doing the top. Right, Sean, what do you think of this jig? Don't be biased now.
Oh, I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now we honestly think.
3D printed as well.
I know. Honestly think it's a great little jig. It speeds us up. It's just so quick. You just literally put one screw in, you put your door on, and you know it's at the right position. Just whiz it off. There we go. Nice and simple. Hope you enjoyed, guys. Let me know what you think. I'll leave a link to my website. These are being sold on my website. Really cheap. They're really well made jigs made on my Bamboo Lab high-end printer with really extremely tough Filaments, the PETG, which is tough as old boots, and yeah, I've got to get on because it's getting late, hot and sweaty, 3 more doors to hang, and we can just go home. So cheers guys, thanks for watching, ciao for now.